Welcome to Stage 6 of Tirreno-Adriatico, the scene of a big showdown between pre-race favorite Giulio Alaphilippe and the upstart Choman Peruena. They are even on the same time, and this is likely the last stage where any difference can be made. So the final winner of the blue jersey should be determined on this stage. Current attackers include George Hincapie, who's been off the front by himself most of the stage, collecting even more King of the Mountains points. So no one's going to take that jersey away from him anymore. And one of the leftovers riders has recently gone up and joined him, but both riders about to be brought back. So under 25 kilometers to go. So we go up and over another Category 4 climb, then a descent in the flat road, and then another slightly uphill finish in the end. So all eyes on this man Alaphilippe and his big rival Choman Peruena, who's wearing that red points leaders jersey today. One of those two likely to win the race overall, and it should come down to who finishes further ahead of the other on today's stage. Evian, understanding that their team is a big opportunity to win the stage race, so they're working at the front. And Da Silva, attacking for some mountains points. That was the finish line that happened to be a KO1 point as well. He won't catch George Hincapie, but could move up into second or third place in that. This is interesting. Pantani was dropped after that last acceleration. So alarm bells are going off for Adidas. They need to get him back in the fold. Pantani is up in the top 5 overall, and Adidas, they need the points from him finishing up there in the end of the race. Cannot afford to have him lose time on today's stage. Kelme knows that Frank Schleck could leap over Pantani in the overall classification if they can put Pantani under pressure. Because even if Pantani gets back, he'll have expended a lot of energy chasing on. You see he's chasing himself now, so he's put himself in the wind. He has to ride to get himself back. His teammate Wegman has cracked. So the little climber Pantani on a fast chase across the flat to get back before the final little hills. It looks like he'll get on just on the bottom of this sharp little climb. But Kelme, they're not making it easy. That was Balan who was doing most of the work. Now Bianchi with Gianluca Bortolami. They still have San Akers up in the top 5 overall. If Akers can drop his big rivals in the final kilometer of the stage, could make up enough time to move into the top 3. Alaphilippe's still here and looking comfortable. His big rival Peruena, remember, is wearing that red points jersey. Inside 4 kilometers to go. Bianchi's still in control. Come around the spin and even goes down a little bit, and then it has the final ascent up to the line. There's Frank Schleck looking dangerous for Kelme, and he's launching an attack here. Frank Schleck is the first to go, but he's stopped pretty quick. Perhaps waiting for this move from Giulio Alaphilippe, who's made the move. Peruena's stuck in his wheel on a really steep part of the climb, but Alaphilippe, he's finally broken away from Choman Peruena, and Alaphilippe is going to win the stage. At last, he takes control of Tirreno-Adriatico, and with that, he should win the race overall after tomorrow's flat stage. Peruena gave him everything he could handle in the first 5 stages, but not enough in the tank today. He gets dropped inside the last kilometer. He has to settle for 2nd place on the stage, and 2nd place overall most likely. Akers got it to Peruena in the end, ended up in 3rd place. Tunisia in 4th for Zulu, who seems to get stronger every day in this race. And Mark Matteo, another 5th place finish. Evian might make their lead in the team competition even bigger after a result like that. Richard bouncing back for 6th place as well. to an explosive finale that ended up deciding the final order of Tirreno-Adriatico. And it's Alaphilippe, a big favorite at last, dispatching of all of his rivals and building up a decisive advantage ahead of the final flat stage. So Alaphilippe wins by 15 seconds ahead of Pereira and Stan Ockers. The rest of the pretenders back 36 seconds. It's a significant gap that'll be reflected in the general classification. Marco Pantani finished 18th, he lost 1 minute 31 seconds, so that'll see him slip out of the top 5. So an unfortunate development for Adidas, they're hoping to have Pantani up there in the top 5 at the end of the race. And Alaphilippe, by 19 seconds, will win Tirreno-Adriatico ahead of Choman Pereira. Stan Ockers now 3rd at 45 seconds, Pedro Delgado still 4th at 1 minute and 4 seconds, and Philippe Gilbert now 5th at 1 minute 35. Schleck and Matteo will leapfrog over Marco Pantani, who slips down into 8th place. So that big chunk of points will end up going to BlackBerry at the end of tomorrow's stage, and that'll see them right back in the thick of the action in the team standings. So a race that possibly couldn't have gone better for them, and they'll also win the points classification most likely with Julien Alaphilippe with 55 points to Pereira's 38. That's not going to change after tomorrow's stage. And Hincapie, he will clinch the King of the Mountains jersey. Not enough points on offer tomorrow to have any effect on that. Da Silva up to 2nd. In the team competition, it's Evian. Still with their huge lead, they will win that overall. They've been splendid throughout the whole race, so well-deserved victory for them. La Victoire comes up to 2nd above Adidas, who are now down to 3rd. Calme in 4th, and Bianchi will finish 5th in that.